If you keep trying to fix the avoidant, you are going to spend your whole life doing that and repeating the same cycles and never actually getting the happy and healthy relationship that you desire. People only change when they want to change, not because anybody else is making them do that. A lot of times that actually increases their resistance to wanting to change. People change when it hurts bad enough to change. And them not changing is not a reflection of your worth or their love for you. Their willingness or unwillingness to change is a reflection of where they are in their own growth journey and where they are within their nervous system. If they are still in such fight or flight mode that they cannot look at themselves, then they're not ready to change and they can't show up to the relationship in the way that you want and need them to. And you focusing on them and trying to get them to change and trying to learn everything about the avoidant attachment style so that you can change and adjust and make sure that they're comfortable and ready and feel safe enough to change is actually you avoiding doing the change for yourself, just as much as they're avoiding the change for them. Because as long as you're preoccupied with the avoidant in your life, you don't have to look at yourself. You don't have to look at your own patterns and actually change them. I know this because I was just like you. I had an anxious attachment style, and I spent tons of time reading self-help books, learning about attachment styles. I even got a double degree in neuroscience and psychology. But I still continued to repeat the same patterns in my relationships because I never actually got to the root cause of what drove my behavior. It was not until then that I was able to heal my anxious attachment and actually become secure. Now I'm an expert in attachment styles, I'm a doctor, and I help you heal from breakups and toxic relationships. I've had the real life experience as well as studied for over a decade on the science of relationships. And I get it, it's so much easier to focus on somebody else and try to fix them rather than to look at ourselves and to admit that maybe we have a problem too. Maybe we're not as emotionally available as we believe we are. I'm still working on parts of my emotional availability. Because just because you can talk about emotions or you understand emotions doesn't mean you're fully emotionally mature or emotionally available. And just because you know about attachment styles and you can understand them doesn't mean that you're actually healed. And it doesn't mean that you're really facing the problem. Because the root of what drives attachment styles is actually your core wounds and your limiting beliefs and past trauma that have led you to develop this style of attachment. And just knowing about something doesn't mean you've actually healed it. And the best part is that when you start to heal, it actually creates the space for your partner or your ex-partner to actually heal too. But again, you can't force them, and it's no guarantee that they will change. But oftentimes, that's when things start to shift. When you heal, you show others around you that it is possible, and shows them that it's safe to do so in your presence. But remember, healing doesn't happen in the mind. It's not about learning about something. It's about embodying it and creating real change within your subconscious and your nervous system. So if you're ready to heal and you want some guidance on how to do this in the fastest and most effective way possible, I offer private coaching with free consultations. Just complete the application on my page. Let's get your power back.